Mr. Crispin here once again, and today I'm just going to show a quick method for shortening screws. I've got about 50 5BA screws to shorten, and so here is how I'm doing them. So I happen to have a load of these screws in half an inch long, and I want them down at about 350 thou long, so I'm having to shorten them. Joe Piezinski has a good method for doing this in a collet chuck. Basically, you'd say take a 3/8 collet, you would make a diameter of 3/8, put a hole in that matches your screw thread and slit it. That way you can load your screw into the bushing, and then you load the whole bush into the collet, lock it up, part off, and away you go. And if you set a hard stop up, you can repeatedly do that with some efficiency. I don't have a collet chuck as such for this lathe. I could use ER collets, but they aren't particularly quick to open and close. So I've altered the method slightly for use with a 3-jaw chuck. And what I've done is I've taken that idea and added a flange to it. So if you see there, I've got a slit right the way through the bushing, and then 2 more slits that allow the metal to close. And all you do is you load the screw in through the back, load it into your chuck, up to the flange, and then I've ground up a tool here that parts it off, and then if I wind into the number, it chamfers it, and I'll show you a close-up of that momentarily. But it makes it very easy then to just go ahead and shorten as many screws as you need to. Let's have a closer look at what's going on at the chuck end. Here's a quick close-up. The tool I'm using is shaped like this. So like a parting off tool, the top slopes backwards so that it cleans the face up nicely, and down the length of the tool a bit I've got an angle ground on, so that if I wind far enough in, it chamfers it, and that allows me to part off and chamfer in one plunge in and retract. So let's see it in action. So I just wind in till the cross slide dial reaches 0. That's it, parted off. There's 0, and that should have chamfered it as well. So that was that. If I remove it, I'll show you the finished result. So no sharp edges, reasonably well faced off, and a shorter screw. Making this was pretty straightforward. I just turned the initial component. I made it a bit longer and counterbored it in the back just to give it a bit more stability in the chuck, because if I'd made it too short I wasn't sure how well it was going to work. But other than that, it's just 1 slit with a hacksaw and 2 slits to help it close. So that's about all I've got. That's how I am shortening screws. Hope you've enjoyed watching, and see you on the next video.